What's good, Sooner Nation? This is your host, Mike the Legend. What is happening in y'all's world this fine Sunday? I thought I'd jump on here, shoot a video of recapping yesterday's game. Uh, I don't know if you call it heartbreaking, surprising, or what, but OU drops its third straight to Ole Miss, 26-14, and so I thought I'd give my 2 cents on it and put a bow on it and tell you my thoughts. But first, thank you for pulling up to the channel. I'm your host, Mike the Legend, the Sooner Legends podcast. And if you don't mind, if you're new to the channel, new to the family, hop out and hit that red subscriber button. Turn on your post notification bells. That way you won't miss any OU football related content that I will be uploading. And if you're watching from a computer or a laptop, down in the bottom right hand corner, there is a YouTube uh, icon down there. You can hover your little mouse over that, and you can subscribe without leaving the video. Could you give me a like and a comment? Because it helps push the algorithm of YouTube, and to small content creators such as myself, it means the world. And could you please share the video, because sharing is caring. And also, subscribing's free. That's it. It don't cost nothing to subscribers. I looked and I have about 57.7% non-subscribers that watches my content. So go ahead and subscribe. Don't cost you nothing. Well, yesterday we took on Ole Miss at the Grove, and for the first half, we looked like a football team. It looked like Joe John had instead of a script, it looked like he had a game plan. It looked like he was prepared. Uh, just seemed like everything everything was going good, and then Jacob Sexton goes down, and Logan Hallen comes in. And in the second half, just went to hell in a handbasket. Now, in that first quarter, I mean, Jackson looked, for the first time this year, I seen Jackson look poised and confident. Uh, I think Kevin Johns being promoted to quarterbacks coach is helping Jackson, helping him fix some issues. Now, I said earlier in the week that Joe John and all this move after Seth Luttrell getting fired was not going to be the magic bullet. Not to that it wasn't going to be a one game fix. But still, I seen progress. I seen us moving the ball. I seen us passing the ball. And that last touchdown they got before halftime, that was they was moving the length of the field. And we got 24 first downs, I think it was. Here, let me look at my notes here. It was, but that first half, I mean, we go into halftime leading 14-10, and I'm like, okay, we're starting to turn it around. We're starting to things is going good. And then that second half happened. Oh, meltdown after meltdown. Uh, Jackson Dart got to moving the ball, throwing it, slinging it down the yard. I mean, there was a call by Brent on fourth down to call timeout, but he still punted. Now I didn't get to watch the second half because there was something happened. Uh, that I don't. I talked about it on Coach Rick's show, and I talked about it last night with Jason, but I didn't get to watch the second half. But I went back and rewatched the game, and Brent calls a timeout on fourth down, and we still punt the ball. Now that one's got me scratching my head. I mean, Why? That made no sense to me. Made no sense to me at all. And then the breakdown happened. Jackson got hot. Jackson Dart started slinging it across the yards. Yeah, across the yard. Our secondary was getting cooked. I've pretty much lost all hope in Kanai Walker. Uh, he was get he was getting he was getting torched, and last two possessions, we ended up giving up 10 sacks. They credited that pass to Bear Sharp that didn't go nowhere. They credited that as a sack, so we ended up with 10 sacks. We had 4 sacks in the first half. We got 6 in our last two possessions. That's awful. God awful. But there again, I seen some good, I seen some progress. We got to get better. And guys, at this point, I said this after the South Carolina game. Uh, this team, it is what it is. I mean, we're on the O line, we're on duct tape and baling wire. We're missing all of our key wide receivers, our big playmakers. Uh, JJ Hester had one catch yesterday, uh, or I think 16. Or here I'm looking at my notes now. JJ Hester had one catch for 19 yards. Barnes, I'm going to get to this in a minute, but Barnes had five catches for 57 yards. Fire Sharp 8 for 53, and that beautiful catch in the back of the end zone uh, showed he has some athletic ability. And let's see, Jacob Jordan, 6 catches, 38 yards, and one touchdown. I they need to play. They need to go to him more. I mean, he's been a little spark plug. But getting back to Javante Barnes, I mean, we only rushed for like let's see, we only had 147 yards rushing yesterday. But we dumped Jackson dumped the ball off to him a lot in the first half, and he was getting yak yards. So that told me that with Kevin Johns being an experienced quarterbacks coach, Jackson had the confidence to go through his reads and then go to his check down. And so let's see, we ended up with 24 first downs, and we're still god awful in third downs. Uh, that's another day, but we averaged like 2.9 yards per rush yesterday, which is putrid. But it comes from the O line. And like I said, when Sexton went down, they had to bring in Logan Hallen, and didn't work. Bad day for my guy. You need to quit using running backs to block linemen. They need to help the linemen. You need to use tight ends to help block the linemen. To help the linemen block the defense. Come on, guys. Let's get this. Let's get this cleaned up. But all in all, I like the progress. I like seeing what I saw. That's telling me that the person who was calling the plays before what did wasn't doing his job. And like I said, Joe John, he didn't have a script. He had a playbook. He he had a game plan, and unfortunately, it failed in the second half. But like I said, lost by 12. We didn't get blown out of the game, but a loss is still a loss. It counts in the L column. But there is hope that we're starting to see just a little bit of spark on the offense. Now, how bad this injury is with Jacob Sexton, we we won't we won't ever know. But we won't know until this week probably. But when Sexton was in the game, we was getting stuff done. We looked we look better than we have been. That's all I'm going to say. Well, guys, y'all have a great day. Hop down in the comments. Tell me what you think. This is Legend. We'll see you on the backside Boomer Sooner.